Oh, hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Standing by, waiting for a couple more people to get on here. Stay with us. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. We got a good one for you today. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But I want to thank you all for joining us again. Don't forget, we got all kinds of stuff going on like we always do every month. Over on the website at yoursaltwaterguide.com, we have the Refer a Friend contest going on. All you got to do is refer a friend. It's simple. Directions are right there on the front of the website. You refer a friend to the website, you get a free month. Wham. Every time you refer a friend, you get a free month. Whoever refers the most friends at the end is going to get a lifetime full access to the website. That's pretty amazing. Next, hold on, stupid TikTok. Over on all Baja Jerky. Here we are, BajaJerky.com. Over at Baja Jerky, all you got to do is leave a comment across all the social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. All the social media platforms, we're having a contest where we're giving away a case. Baja Jerky jumped in, and they're more than happy to do this for you. They're giving away a case of Baja Jerky. Not one, not two, not three, but four. One to YouTube, one to Instagram, one to Facebook, and one to YouTube. All you got to do is leave a bitchin' comment. That's it. Leave a comment. Make sure you're a follower. If you're not a follower and you leave a comment, we'll never know. You leave a comment, you follow us, you subscribe to our channel on YouTube, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and you're gonna got it be into the raffle to win a case of Baja Jerky. What is Baja Jerky? If you don't know, this is the most phenomenal jerky that's ever been made. It's absolutely incredible. The flavor is mind-boggling. This is Kelly's very most favorite. You see it right there in the front, the salsa fresca. It's gluten-free, no nitrates, no. U.S. has no added hormones. This stuff is incredible. But the best part about it is the freshness. You won't even believe how fresh this tastes. And then it's protein. You got to have protein when you're out on your boat fishing or when you're driving your truck across country or whatever you're doing. You need protein. This stuff is instant protein. I would have a bunch of it on my boat if I was you. Shove it in some of the holes on your boat, wherever you have store your stuff, so you always have protein. Because now that you watch my shows and you're a member of my website, you don't suck at fishing anymore. And now you're going to need some protein. You're going to need some energy at the end of the day after you've wound in all those fish, or when you're looking for the kelp patties, or when you're doing whatever you're doing. Also, gang, over on Facebook, a lot of you have already done this, but if you want to move to the front of the line to win these raffle prizes, it's all about stars. Give some stars. Reach down deep and give some stars. Click the star button on the top of your screen. Over on Instagram, it's about the badges. And over on TikTok, it's about the tips. You just touch the top of your page there on the right-hand side, and you'll be able to leave me and Kelly a tip. We'll know who you are. I guarantee it'll move you to the front of the pack to win the free cases of Baja Jerky. Kelly loves the salsa fresca. I love the sweet orange. The second favorite for Kelly is the street taco. You can't even imagine how they came up with the idea to make a piece of beef jerky taste like a street taco, but they hit it right on the head. I live in Cabo, so I know what a street taco tastes like. And I'll tell you what, this Baja Jerky, they nailed it. They absolutely nailed the street taco flavor. So check them out, BajaJerky.com. When you're getting checked out, put in the code YSWG and the number 30. You're going to save 30% on your bags of beef jerky. You're going to want to get a bunch of them. They have the small little bags. You can get the small bags. This is the original flavor. You can get these small bags, but I wouldn't, because once you get the small bag and you get it delivered to your house, you're going to wish you had the big bag, but it's up to you. Small bag, big bag, Just get some, gang. You're going to love it. It's unbelievable how flavorful it is. Only people that don't like it are people that have never tried it. So check it out. Thank you very much, BAJA Jerky, for being a part of the show. Thank you for supplying us with some phenomenal jerky, and all our clients love the jerky. Everybody that's ordered it has nothing but good things to say about it. So check out the BAJA Jerky. They have plenty of other flavors that we don't have here. They got mango, dried mango. They have the new BAJA Jerky sticks. They have so many different flavors, you won't believe it. And then you get to save 30% because you watch my show. Why? Your Saltwater Guide, YSWG and the number 30, you save 30%. So let's go. Let's talk about what we're talking about today. Now, I know in Southern California, we have a phenomenal amount of wind. It started blowing yesterday, Mother's Day. Unfortunate for my family with all those boats at Dana Point. Mother's Day was kind of a blowout. Unfortunate. A lot of moms wanted to go whale watching. But Mother Nature had a different idea. So that wind's blowing. But when this wind stops blowing, come Thursday, hopefully, if the weather is true to what it's talking about, Thursday night, the wind should start to back off. Friday's going to be a gorgeous day. The weekend's supposed to be spectacular. Big heat coming through again. And so that's why I thought it would be imperative to talk about what's going on at the islands, what's going on down at the Coronados, the Channel Islands, San Clemente Island, Catalina. There is a phenomenal amount of yellowtail at the local islands. Yes, wherever you live at your island in Southern California, your island's got yellowtail. And not all of us are lucky enough to have live squid all the time. Yeah, if the carnage is over at Catalina or Nacho's selling squid, we're all happy. But if that doesn't happen, you guys are going to have to adapt, and you're going to have to figure this thing out. And so today we're talking about fishing with live mackerel, which plenty of yellowtail in my 40 plus years of fishing for a living have been caught on live mackerel. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And then tomorrow with our Promar Ahi show, we're going to talk about how to catch the mackerel. But today we're going to talk about how to use them once you've caught them. So there's a couple of different ways. If you're over at Clemente or Catalina or Coronados or the Channel Islands, and every time you throw a sardine in the water, you get a calico bass or a barracuda or a bonita or something, and you see the yellowtail boiling around the boat, and you know you want to catch a yellowtail. That's why you're there. Well, make sure you catch a bunch of mackerel before you go, or talk to the guy at the bait barge. They may have some mackerel mixed up in the bait. But you want to get as many mackerel as your bait tank will hold without killing all your chum, without killing all your sardines. Get as many mackerel as you can. And then get a 40-pound or 60-pound outfit, 65-pound braid, and a top shot of Opsin fluorocarbon piece of 50-pound with a 6/0 hook would be phenomenal. That would be the setup I would go to fishing these bigger yellowtail at Catalina or Clemente or whatever island you're at. Then I would take one of those mackerel and I would hook it in the nose, side to side, throw it out behind the boat, let it drift back in the current, and get ready. Now, that bite's going to be pretty spectacular. When that fish comes up and starts to take your bait, he's going to grab it in the middle like I talk about in all my videos. Here, we'll show you with this remote. This is a mackerel. That yellowtail is going to grab it in the middle and start to swim away with it. What you're going to do is you're going to apply a small amount. Hold on. Woo! You're going to apply a small amount of pressure with your finger or your thumb, however you hold your reel. I know I don't know what I'm talking about, but just apply a little bit of pressure with your thumb or your index finger as he's starting to pull it away. What's going to happen is that yellowtail is going to, he doesn't know that it's you. He thinks it's another fish trying to pull the bait out of his mouth. So he's swimming, and then he starts to feel pressure back as he's swimming with the mackerel in his mouth. That is going to, when he feels the pressure, he's going to turn that mackerel in his mouth and inhale it down. The biggest problem I see everybody do is when that yellowtail grabs that mackerel and starts to swim away with it. And I call it dog boning. A lot of the professionals call it dog boning. I think he's swimming around because he's showing off to all his buddies. Look, I got food and you don't. He's swimming around with that mackerel hanging out of his mouth on both sides. But if he feels the pressure, he immediately spins it around and inhales it. If he doesn't feel the pressure, he's going to swim around with it for a little bit, showing all his buddies, hey, look, I got this bait. And what happens normally, if you don't know this technique of putting a little pressure on it as it's pulling away, you're going to jerk on it, and you're going to jerk your mackerel right out of the fish's mouth, or you're going to pull your hook because he hasn't committed to the bait yet. The initial run, 9 out of 10 times, is him dog boning your bait and cruising around with the bait hanging out of both sides of his mouth. You apply a little bit of pressure, he inhales that thing down. What I do, I can tell when he, and you'll be able to figure this out too. I can tell when he understands at the pressure, because he's going to start to swim a little bit faster, and you're going to feel a little dump dump in your line. You're going to feel a little bump as he turns the bait and inhales it. You'll feel that on the end of your line. If you're paying attention and you have tension on your line and you have contact with your bait, you'll feel that little thump thump. That's him turning the bait. He sucks it into his mouth. I give it a good 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the reel in gear. Crank all the slack out of it till I feel straight tension. Put the tip down towards the water as I'm cranking. Pull up on the rod and crank at the same time and set the hook 3 or 4 times. Because I'm using a J hook. I'm not using a circle hook. Remember, I've talked about this a million times. If I have to use a circle hook, I don't want to go, because if you don't get to set the hook, that's my favorite thing of fishing, is setting the hook. I don't really want to wind. There's only 2 good times when I'm fishing, when I hook them and when I gaff them, and that middle part sucks. You guys are into the battle and fighting them and all that stuff, and that's great. I'm happy that you enjoy that. I don't. I only enjoy hooking them and killing them. I don't enjoy the battle. It's not my deal, but it's your deal, and that's okay. I'm not judging you, and don't judge me just because I don't like to fight them. I just like to kill them. Oh, shoot, don't use that word. You're on the internet. People are going to I didn't mean to offend all of you, but you can't eat them if you don't kill them. I'm just saying, it's almost impossible to eat them if you don't kill them. So that we got it figured out now. The fish dog bones your bait, spins around, and eats it. Now, you're at Catalina or San Clemente Island, and you got the spot that you're at, you just got sea lion the heck out of. And there's so many sea lions, and you can't get your bait through them. But you know the yellowtail are there. This is a trick that's on my website, and this is a trick I talk about a lot in my seminars. Pull your anchor and take off. If your boat does 20 knots, leave at 20 knots and drive away and go. Get your sandwiches out of the cooler, get a soda or a beer, whatever you like. Have something to eat, have something to drink. You know the yellowtail are at that spot, but the sea lions are thick there. Okay, split, leave the spot. Those sea lions aren't going to leave till you leave, because you're the lunchbox. You're there feeding them. Split, go eat, drive way far away though, miles and miles away at 20, 25, 30 knots, whatever your boat does, haul ass. Get away from there. Those sea lions will spin around there for 15, 20 minutes waiting to see if anybody's coming. Then they're going to split. Then you're going to come back. After you eat your lunch or whatever, a half an hour, 45 minutes later, because you know those yellows are there. Now you're going to go in there and you're going to slow troll your baits around for a little bit, because any smart sea lion, and he's a mile or 2 away, he can hear your chain going out of your bow roller. He can hear that. He's turning around. He's hauling ass back to you. So what I like to do is get back to that zone where I know those yellowtail are at. And then I'll slow troll my mackerel around there for a little while. Yep. How do I slow troll my baits? Well, if you're not a member of my website, you're going to have to kind of watch what I'm doing here. If you are a member of my website, I have that whole series that I filmed, slow trolling baits, fishing rooster fish. It's the same thing as fishing roosters as it is fishing yellowtail. A rooster fish is very closely related to the yellowtail. They're both jacks. I know, hard to believe, but they are. They're in the same family. They eat the same flipping way. And if you follow the simple recipe over there on my how to catch roosterfish video, then you'll understand how to catch yellowtail on the slow troll. But I'm going to go over it real quick with those of you that don't have $4.99 to spend at my website. And I know. So you're going to put your boat in gear and you're going to be going at like 3 to 4 knots. Just one. And if you're two engines, put one in gear and leave the other one in neutral. You're going to drop your baits out behind the boat, just at the edge of the propeller, where you see the propeller wash go away behind the boat, maybe 50 feet behind the boat, maybe 25, depending on your motors. But where you see that propeller wash start to dissipate in the water, you want to have your bait right there, because yellowtail are super curious. They're going to come right into the propeller wash, and they're going to come in there looking to see what it is. And then all of a sudden, there's your mackerel. Holy moly guacamole, you caught him. You're bit. Keep your bait. Don't leave it way back there. You're not going to get bit. Don't put it too close to the boat because you're not going to get bit. Look back behind your boat, right where the prop wash disintegrates into the water and there's no more prop wash. Bring it up a little bit. Keep it right in the end of the prop wash. Oh, that's gold, gang. Gold. If you got it right there and you're going to hold your pole in your hand. You're not going to have it in the rod holder with the clicker on. You're going to hold your pole in your hand with the reel in free spool with your thumb or your finger on it, depending on how you hold it. The pros hold it with their index finger on the spool, but today's not the day we're talking about that. I don't need to get into that. But keep your thumb or your index finger on the spool. When the yellowtail bites it, tell your buddy, whoever's driving, if it's you, and I do it all the time, driving the boat, slow trolling with I put it in neutral the minute I get a bite. Put it in neutral. Let him take it. Let him take it. Remember, he's dog bone. I don't care if you're slow trolling or if you're fishing on the anchor. He's dog boning it. So I put a little pressure with my finger. He's starting to pull. I feel that little bump up. Put it in gear. Crank all the slack out. Set him up. It works flawless slow trolling just like it does when you're fishing on the anchor. If you start to figure out how that mackerel feels on the end of your line, you'll start to understand what I'm talking about. It'll start to make all the sense in the world, and you start to put the puzzle together. And once you start to put the pieces of the puzzle together, you're going to feel so much more confident when you're out there, and things are going to come together so much better. That's why I built Your Saltwater Guide, the website at yoursaltwaterguide.com, is so that you can have as much passion about fishing as I have. And I think what drives that passion is the ability to catch. Once you have the ability to catch, every time you throw your line in the water from that point forward, you just don't know what's going to happen. And it gets you all excited and you're like ready. You can't wait to see what the hell's going to happen today when I throw my mackerel in the water, or my sardine, or my anchovy, or my lure, or whatever. Follow me at yoursaltwaterguide.com, gang. I promise you won't be disappointed. With over 400 how-to videos, I got you covered. Don't forget about Baja Jerky. Check out the website, bajajerky.com, YSWG, the number 30. Refer a friend, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I will keep making these videos as long as people keep watching them. Thank you again today for all the stars. Those of you on TikTok and Instagram, you didn't leave any tips today. Shame on you. But thank you, those of you on Facebook that left the stars. I appreciate it. Kelly appreciates it. We'll be with you for tomorrow for a great show with Promar Ahi USA Tuesday. And we'll be showing you and talking to you about how to catch the mackerel for bait. All right, gang. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Kelly and I are off to get big announcement. Sorry. Stay tuned. We will be introducing a new member of the Your Saltwater Guide family to all of you on Monday. Monday, we're going to introduce a new member of Kelly and I's family. Try to guess what it might be, who it might be.
You don't want to miss that.
But you don't want to miss Monday. It's going to be spectacular. Tell all your friends, kick a friend, tell them you got to watch Dave on Monday. You will not believe it. And those of you that know who our new family member is, be quiet. You already know? You know. There's a very small amount of people that are privy to the information. But those of you that don't know, it's going to be very exciting. Monday's the day. You're going to get introduced to our brand new family member. Woo! So Finn, Kelly, and I are super excited for you to meet our new family member. All right, gang, thanks for joining us today. Kelly and I are off to go take care of some problems here in Mexico, like how do I get a better suntan and where are we eating lunch? Have a great day. See ya. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Bye.